It's probably true that most Star Wars fans' first experience with this show was the movie that came out in 2008, which was about Anakin Skywalker on a mission to deliver Rada the Hutt to his dad. I don't really have anything to say about that, actually. I feel like it's not unfair to say that this was a pretty fleeting experience in the long history of Star Wars releases. It just didn't leave much of an impact, and it seemed like the idea of an animated Clone Wars story was pretty much forgotten right from the jump. But then the show came out, and it performed really well, getting greenlit for a Season 2, and then 3, and then 4, and 5, and all the while it slowly started gaining more respect and attention from audiences as a whole. I actually not only have no memory of ever watching any episodes of this show as it was releasing, but I can barely even remember if I knew it existed at all. Which is weird because I was a massive fan of the original 6 films, a few of the video games, and just the franchise in general, but somehow this show had just evaded me. But then one day I was bored in a hotel room on a vacation with my family, so I turned on the TV and flicked over to Cartoon Network. And there, on the screen, was none other than Darth Maul, who at the time was my favorite character just ever. And up until this point I had been under the impression he had died. Because, he had. But there he was, stunningly animated, masterfully voiced, and doing some of the most insane things I'd ever seen in my life. And I was hooked, instantly. As soon as I got home from that vacation, I found every episode of the show online, and I swore to myself that I was going to start with the very first episode ever aired, and watch, without ever skipping a single second, every episode of the entire show. I was super committed to building myself all the way up to Maul's debut episode, and then halfway through Season 1 I gave up and just skipped to his episodes. But hey, I did eventually go back. When I finished watching all the Darth Maul episodes, I actually did the full trek through the entire show. And, obviously, it was awesome.